The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
First and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Option play, here's Hall. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Watson. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals! Noah Fant from 13 yards out. And the Cards are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. First down, it's Watson. Open man is Uzomah. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Give to Hall running right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. This defense for the Cards, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Watson on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cards are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he stopped immediately there. Brian Burns, the one to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up. No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. To throw is Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They'll try and run the option.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A pitch comes to Hall. Oh, nice move. And able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Ultra. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 7-7, our score after 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Cardinals at 5-4 now on the year. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. But I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Swift. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll run the option to start the drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's the option going right. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Watson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Taken in at the 22. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Now, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Going right back to Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
On the double.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Jabari Zuniga in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, Watson. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Again, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here.
He's got a man complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw, Watson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Deshaun Watson keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. The 25.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Once again, it's Swift. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Rex!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This pass complete to Higgins.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz,
25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll give to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 41, Watson. And this one is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Open man is Uzomah. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Watson looks to throw again.
Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watson going to keep it himself.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They'll run. It's Hall. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, right.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Hurry.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Black open.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go. Here we go. Strike 2.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied 4th quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game 4th quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. Ball again on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here we go on 4th. Watson. 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest.
Touchdown, Jets! Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go. Back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang.
And now here is another interception. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Watson going to keep it again.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
On the set.
Back to throw again. He's going to let it fly.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
The drive will start with an option going left.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Watson now to throw.
He finds Wilson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Throwing now, Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That was an excellent